Okay, horn reaction videos. Subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends about it. We're gonna do one about Mekele. So I don't know much about this particular city, but I know it's the second biggest one, and I know it's a lot of Orthodox. So it's up in that area that seems really intriguing to me. So I've been really curious to see what's in it. I saw this video, so it's a chance for me to take a look at the city and maybe make some comments about it and listen to a little bit of different music. So okay, Amir Dawud. Let's get right into it. That one is what I see all the time. This that big symbol right there. And I see that too. I always see these big wide roads. So I always see this and that view. So, and I think actually a lot of people in Mekele, they really like this, having that big wide boulevard. And I think it's because it's good for people who have cars. It's easy for them to get through the city really quickly. I'm a pedestrian kind of person, so I usually like to walk everywhere, and I actually haven't owned a car in over 20 years. So for me, when I look at a city like that, I'm like, oh man, that looks like a little bit hard to walk in. So I'm a little bit hesitant about it. But I've heard a lot of good things about the city, and then when I flipped around the other parts of the video, I could see some neighborhoods. So let's go check them out. Yeah, those roundabouts too. So it feels like that's where the pride of the city is that big monument with a roundabout and other roundabouts and this big boulevard. Like I feel like those are always the symbols. But you know, look at all that density in there. So let's see. All those little blue vehicles. Actually, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Asmara has more like brown buildings everywhere, and these little blue ones are very ubiquitous everywhere in Ethiopia. Okay, there we go. Here's a little bit of street scene. Yeah, I wonder, this video, I think it has 200,000 people, and I'm kind of wondering if a lot of them are from Mekele. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing the city name. Okay, so you got some lights around here. This little, like, it looks like, what do they do? They probably pull that down at nighttime, pull it over so it covers up the window, maybe. And the windows look like they all have kind of like Christmas light kind of stuff. Looks like it. Oh, this is really pretty. Yeah, okay, that looks really cool. Like when I see that, it looks cool. Looks like it must be a place that people walk around in the evening, at least on that location. I don't know what location is that. Maybe you can tell me what that location is, and if you give me the name in either English or Ethiopian language, I can just put it in Google Maps and find it right away. Pretty curious about that now. Yeah, and actually, see, one thing that I really like about certain places, like when I see that women feel safe at nighttime walking around, then I know it's like a good spot. I mean, they look like, you know, like it looks like a good spot of the city for sure. That building looks cool too. So actually, from what I'm seeing, is there's a lot of windows like in the city. So like from the, I don't know, maybe they're zooming in on the best parts of the city. But you know, when it had the other views, it looked more like kind of browned a little bit, like with dusty feel. But when it comes into these shots, you know, there's like a lot of green trees and actually, I can see all the green trees in the background here, but the other shots look have more of a brown feel. Yeah, okay, so this has that more brown feel, and yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I can see more trees in these scenes. This is like a kind of a common Ethiopian structure. I see this kind of like, what's that? Some kind of like an octagon structure. There's a mosque. Amir is a, I think that's a common name in the Middle East. I don't know if the lead singer is, you know, let's keep on going. Okay, I'm kind of stopping everywhere, but yeah, it makes it kind of feel like the kind of place where I look like when he went up to that one house, it looked like there was some nice landscaping in the front yard and maybe a little bit bigger housing for people, which kind of implies, you know, like a little bit spread out to have, you know, yards like that. And then this restaurant looks like it's outside too. I'm used to really tight cities. I'm living in, you know, like Chinese cities and Japan cities and Korea cities. So, you know, like the spaces are like more like alleys and narrow spaces, which I really like a lot. This feels more spread out. So it looks like he's like maybe in some restaurant that's outside a little bit. So it implies that they have a lot of space for the restaurants and things that they do there. No, it's a tea ceremony. It's not a restaurant. It could be, but I don't know. Okay, let me see this one. That one. Okay. All right. This one. That's the one I want to see. So yeah, this looks like a hollowed out building. So looks like maybe it could have been like a big hotel that maybe isn't running anymore. Maybe, I don't know. Must be the downtown over that side. Low residential. Big boulevards. Marketplace. Yeah, and actually, also it's a driving video too. So you know, as it's kind of talking about the city structure, it looks like it's kind of built for cars. So it looks like maybe it's the second biggest city, I believe, right, in Ethiopia. Addis is the monster big one. So yeah, it looks like this is maybe the kind of city people go to and they're tired of traffic, but they, you know, maybe have family and kids and need to drive around. And it looks like he kind of has like a family element. So there was like a grandparent issue, like grandparent person in one scene, friends across the street that he went to go greet. He's eating in a restaurant with, you know, kind of has that more, I don't know, like more of a small town vibe with a big city Those pine trees are quite manicured. The whole strip of them are like manicured, like Christmas tree shaped. Did you hear that? Sounds like a police siren that got caught in the video. But that can't be the case. Actually, whenever I see cars, I always think of like police sirens coming from somewhere. I don't know. This police siren sound kind of carried into the next scene. And I think actually they pre-recorded it anyways and they put the video to it, so there's no way that could be a police siren. But didn't it sound a little bit like that? Okay, this looks pretty cool. So yeah, actually, I'm living in Asia, so Asia is like filled with like kind of these plastic chairs, tables, kind of things where people sit outside. But it looks like they also sit along the wall in this space. Yeah, so kind of a family. So it looks like he's bringing his kid to school. So now we get to see this a little bit. So yeah, they're kind of just kicking back there. Let's see, yeah, this looks like a scene that you can see in Asia pretty easily. Okay, friends come join him. Okay. Yeah, this video gives me a strong feel of what people feel about Mekele. Sorry again for the mispronunciation, but yeah, some of these places, you know, they kind of have like, you know, it's all about community. So it looks like this artist is definitely showing that, and I think probably a lot of people that view this are probably from the same city, and you know, this kind of helps, you know, confirm and, you know, say like, okay, this is what our city is all about. Good place for families, you know, nice big roads to drive on. I haven't seen that in a long time. Rubik's Cubes. Yeah, actually, I guess like the mosque is kind of a central feature. So I guess that also shows community too, because people, you know, usually go to the community place of worships, right? Okay, let's take a look at this. So this looks like it's all like one developer. Like one developer developed this one spot right there. That building looks kind of cool. A lot of fences. I noticed like there's a fence. This is like a low one, not a fence, but like a wall. And this is a fence, of course. Big. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I did notice that in Addis Ababa too, and I noticed in different countries, different places. It's not only here, but I am seeing that theme here for sure. Okay, so you just walk into somebody's courtyard. Actually, you know, I stayed in Addis Ababa, and I stayed in one of these places too. So it was like a pension house, and you had to walk through a gate like that. So actually, they're kind of interesting because once you come in, you know, you can gate it up, but you can leave everything outside. So there's definitely some value to it. There we go. Yeah, it's a very community feel, Mekele. So I guess it's probably a good place for families, kids to grow up, people who've known each other their whole lives. Probably some big city amenities, but all the pluses of a smaller town, right? So, all right. So let me know if you've been to Mekele and what you think about it, and if you like it, or if you're from there, and tell me what that little neighborhood was that looked really cool. The one that I saw. That was at nighttime. All right. Thank you, Ethiopia. Shikinya.